Is private, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting into the second game between Team GOSU and TIMEGAP. One more time, with me is your one and only sexy Oregon and non-GMO private dancer. I'm Assassin Dave.
Yeah, we're going to start things off here right now. Both dual laning here at the mid, trying to put on that pressure. I do wonder how this Lapu is going to be able to perform against a Paquito. It's kind of curious to me just because, I mean, Lapu does possess a little bit of range, so he could possibly be able to stay out of harm's way. But I feel like as we move into the mid game, he's going to be able, the Paquito, JC on this Paquito is going to be able to close the distance very quickly and be able to put on that damage and be able to knock Lapu out of the abilities that he wants.
Yeah, I just can't get over the fact that, right, I thought Zero was going to be playing the Paquito. Oh, we see something different, right? Zero's going ham with this assassin all the way. It's either assassin or I'm not playing at all kind of playstyle. This is absolutely insane. In the bottom lane, we have a little bit of trade. Here comes the Lolita with the stun. Are being taken out. First blood by General as GOSU will start the second game with a bang.
Yeah, and unfortunately, they came from the side. They're able to get those 2 kills there. This does not bode well early game for TIMEGAP as you're taking down I want to say your trendsetters for this match in your Roam and your Marksman at the same time there.
Yeah, it's just bottom lane domination to show you Hayabusa damage was actually quite good. It was able to find quite a bit of damage onto the Minotaur and finish off with another Lassen Shuriken. I think that was a pretty good job from my boy Zero here. But with Turtle coming up in 1 second, it might be Karina on the top side finding the damage first. Goes one more time, finding the kill into the mid lane. Jay will be taken down, but top global troll one more time finding the retaliation and slay JC on the top lane.
Yeah, it is a 3-1 game. Only about a 500 gold lead right now. And you do see that TIMEGAP starting off this first turtle. This is the same shades as last game. And we're wondering if GOSU is going to go ahead and let this happen. Numenon Blast coming now.
Numenon's Blast will not connect, and now GOSU looking to find the damage, and the turtle will go to Zero yet again. A beautiful execution from Hayabusa will make sure that one happened. And now Zero finding more kills into the backlines. Liam has been taken out, but at what cost? This is the entire side of TIMEGAP fighting back and taking down 2 members from Team GOSU for the trade.
And it wasn't even a bad engage from the side of TIMEGAP. Blueberry came in to be able to stun out that Numenon Blast from Team GOSU there. But unfortunately, they just were not prepared when Zero came in on that Hayabusa. So, I mean, you have to be able to watch all angles. Another bit of a fight here.
Well, here we go. The shadow kill from Zero, getting Jay to 0 HP. I like it. The name actually makes sense. You just get people to 0 HP, and it doesn't matter what he plays. And here we go. On the top lane, see a little bit of clash, but nothing too much come out of it. It's approaching 4 minutes. In a little bit, we get into 5 minutes. We might see the item differences coming out from both teams. But Minotaur is ready, though. You have the Minonian Rage fully charged out. And this might be the next teamfight starter coming out from the bottom lane.
She loves Liam doing a good job now, making sure that they have vision of this bush. Maybe a little bit of PTSD from that first engagement, which was able to take R down. They want to make sure that they are protecting this marksman, that they are making sure that Wan is not just free farming, because as we move into the late game, we're going to have a lot of issues with that.
Yeah. They really want to shut down General, but, it's not someone you just want to shut down, can shut down. So speaking of that mid lane, though, is Zero once again finding the shutdown onto Jay. I mean, Jay just cannot find any luck in these 2 games. Match after match, engage after engage. We're talking about the assassination god, the one true assassin in North America region. And here we go, Zero showing up. Showing us, what's going on, what's going to happen. He's absolutely popping off in this match. Here we go. The Roman manipulation into Numenon's Blast. The combo is in, and it's absolute disaster as Karina will be taken on first. And GOSU will move on to the mid laner of their opposition to find kill number 2 into a kill number 3 as GOSU will run over this team fight.
Yeah, and it does look like we have a pause called here by a general. And I mean, right now, a great job have that shadow kill getting kind of tossed around and kind of watered down from the damage. But he was able to find Karina without anybody near her to be able to put on a ton of damage. A bit of a problem here.
The sneaky Zero wins a shuriken when Retribution will secure the red buff. And he has the eye on the prize. I just want the buff, and I'm getting out safely because I'm Hayabusa. What are you going to do? And that's exactly what he did here. Did not find, there are not too many goofy plays from GOSU this entire game. Even though they picked really untraditional picks in the meta, like you said, they're bringing the assassin back in, but they're playing very disciplined, right? There are not too many aggression coming out from Zero. Usually he would go ham. He would just get on your Karina and be like, yo, I'm the better jungler, but not today. We see a very, very disciplined GOSU. I would say this is GOSU 2.0.
Yeah, not out of it yet. About a 3K gold lead for GOSU here right now. But with that mid tower down, especially it being the first tower, it does open up this map a lot for GOSU to be able to go ahead and sit in jungle without a lot of repercussions.
Okay, here we go. The setup from both teams. You can see UA in the middle. The last team fight, he did a beautiful Numenon's Blast on top of the real world manipulation combo with the mid laner. I'm going to see that again. This Minotaur walking to the jungle here. Here comes the skill 1. The passive being procced. General does have the ultimate, does have the crossbow of Tang, and the result is absolute death to the Minotaur. Really good job from Team GOSU. The setup was just really comprehensive. Oh, once again, R might be some trouble here. We'll have to walk away, and he will do that successfully. Meanwhile, on the top lane, we've seen Team GOSU once again bringing havoc to the entire side and finding one more kill all the way across the map, but not until Karina found a retaliation, bringing total KDA to 3-2-1.
Top Global Troll not doing an awful job on this Karina. Still a 3-1 right now. So she's still in it right now. It's just right, the macro, the zoning out. You even saw Minotaur. He can't even face check bushes without getting bursted down. And that's just how far ahead General is right now on this Wanwan. And that's going to be a problem if we don't have the team to be able to cover. We can no longer have these people being picked off, especially before big fights.
Yep, and then, here we go, it might be another team fight. Numenon's Blast will connect, but this is Hayabusa securing the turtle, and now they're moving on to kills. Doesn't matter how tanky you are, we got a damage to cover it all, says Team GOSU. Take down the tankiest member right now from TIMEGAP on the top global troll. Minotaur might be looking for the Minodian Fury. Here it goes, the damage is in. Can they find kill number 1? As R now moving on to floor into the back line, the damage is going to be enough. Thanks to the incredible skill 1 and auto attack. Finally, he'll be shut down by GOSU General. But what a comeback, what a play from Team TIMEGAP to even up the kill board.
Yeah, and that's kind of the issue that happened at the turtle. Top Global went in with She Loves Liam on that roam, but they didn't have the rest of the team ready. Oh, Top Global, no, trying to engage here on the JC.
Yeah, he's looking for the damage, but he can't find enough. Remember, this is a full tank Karina for it. You know, it comes in, and he's looking for something, but there's not enough setup. Now, compared to the 2 jungler on the item front, Hayabusa does full damage, as he always does. You know, last time at the 5-minute mark, we checked the item. This guy already have Hunger Strike and a little bit over just the key component for the second item. I think at this point, Zero is already starting this unstoppable snowball. Now, he's no longer just a fight observer or a fight facilitator. This guy is a fight decider. If he goes in, he will shred your health bar.
Yeah, and right now being able to zone out the rest of TIMEGAP while they're able to take this portal. Numenon Blast,
Blast into 3! A beautiful engage into the entire backline disaster spell. Disaster spells for TIMEGAP. The crossbow tank is finding so much damage under the entire side of the back line. And they will finish the fight. 2 versus 1, but here comes the Blueberry. Looking to even up the score. Can't find the damage. It's going to be enough. The stun will connect to General, but no more follow-up still exists from TIMEGAP as they back away. Team GOSU wins this team fight.
Yeah, still a little left life left in time gap there, still able to come back and answer with kills of their own. We're taking a look at the items here as that tower goes down for GOSU there, and we do see unfortunately a little bit more tankier from Paquito, probably the reason why Karina was not able to really kind of burst him down, and that's right now becoming a problem.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the same thing, that same problem they had in the last team fight, in the last game, where they really don't have the damage. Look at this team fight one more time. Just wherever decisive play from Team GOSU here. And that's something we want to see more coming out from TIMEGAP. You know, like, because right now they're behind. The Minotaur doesn't have the damage, doesn't have the item, to stand up against those damage. So if they want to go in, they better make sure every team, every player is synchronized. Here we go, the Minotaur Fury onto 2. But this is Lapu already taken down by the Hayabusa. Here comes Dominus Blast connecting to 1. It's Melissa fighting tremendous damage onto Uwe and taking him down. 1-to-1 trade so far. Make it 2-1. A beautiful flank onto the backline will make sure that one happens. General goes down, and now TIMEGAP is going to be the team who makes the move onto the Lord.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and start this. They need to take all of this aggression that they have, especially if they have the advantage. JC is looking for an extra position here, though.
Oh, JC looking for something, but you understand the number disadvantage here. Doesn't want to take any risk. Again, very disciplined from Team GOSU, but just one more time from TIMEGAP. You saw that Minotaur Fury from the Minotaur, the impact it has, the setup was extensive. And ladies and gentlemen, at this point, this R is ready to make a stand against Team GOSU, right? You've seen the damage over and over again with that Inspire. Every time he jumps in, 7-2-0 on the KDA. This guy is going to be the true carry for Team TIMEGAP if they want to make it into Game 3.
Yeah, not just R, but the entire team, especially Jay there in the background, being able to throw down that feathered airstrike. So this is what happens when your entire team is ready for an engagement. And this is something that TIMEGAP needs to kind of isolate on and work together on, because every single time they start a fight when the team isn't ready, they lose. Because GOSU will never engage unless their entire team is ready. And I feel like this is going to be one of the biggest winning conditions for TIMEGAP as we move into the 12.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, in the mid lane fight, you have Hayabusa one more time, finding the flank onto the back line, finding the kill onto Jay, who's sitting at 0-6-6 right now. He's not finding any luck in this game because of the existence of GOSU 0, which is absolutely a nuisance. And finding those kills, he knows, right? We have to shut down this Farsa because having too much problem to our backline. Here comes Lapu without finding damage to Uwe. We'll have to back away for now as Minotaur Fury is not ready. Here comes Real War Manipulation. The damage is in, but it's going to be extensive setup from Lolita, who will be taking down this unstoppable GOSU. R is destroying this team fight. It's going to be enough to stand against General. It turns out General is just a little bit stronger with the crossbow of Tang. Ladies and gentlemen, as GOSU make a stand on this Lord fight.
What a beautiful collapse there on the side from R to find Yui going through that Numenon Blast. Unfortunately, R with the flank all the way on the side put him into enemy range as a Zero was able to come in on that Hayabusa to take him out. And this is what I'm talking about. When you have the whole team, you're at the very least able to match the output from GOSU here. As you can see here, like they've been matching 3 for 3, 2 for 2 in these team fights.
Yep. This is, I mean, they're already even up the total the goal board, right? Look at the gold lead right now from both teams. We only have a less than 200 gold difference between the two teams. I'm saying this, Melissa's absolutely destroying this team fight. Look, Hayabusa jumping in, not able to find enough damage yet onto the back line. We'll have to jump away and just finding those poke, I guess, at this point onto the opposition and just to be a nuisance. But at this point, Hayabusa really have to start split pushing and finding the flank and try to change JC into the team fight because he's probably more of a presence in the team fight right now.
Well, and that's the problem here is we have an answer for the Farja to be able to dive back there, but do we have an answer for this Eve as we start another engagement?
Again, just baiting out Jay. Jay doesn't have the passive anymore. He can really fly away anytime he wants. If Zero find one more flank, this might be devastating. And here we go, Team GOSU looking for the flank, jumping in, finding the shadow kill. Jay will be taken down yet another time. What a beautiful engage from Zero to make sure that won't happen. But now it's the entire side of Team TIMEGAP fighting back. Leveraging the Minot Fury, Jenna will be the one who knocks out Karina jumping in. But they can't find enough damage to make it happen. Meanwhile, top side, look at JC, look at the map. It's the entire game going to the end inside the base of TIMEGAP. And now they know they have to start the Lord, knowing the disadvantage, knowing the map presence, and they are having a number advantage, 1 to 2 kills going to the favor of TIMEGAP in the last fight as they take this Lord.
Chef's kiss to R for another great flank onto Yui before he could get that Numenon blast off. This time Yui able to escape just from a little bit faster reacting this time, but still R able to kind of upset that balance. And R is a maniac right now, and they really, like I said, they're keeping in line. And now another Lord going over to the side of TIMEGAP.
Yeah, so take a look at the item here. Look at R, fully decked out. Not building any defense at all. I don't need that. I don't need, okay, well, you have a Wind of Nature. It's kind of like a defense item, but also aggressive defense item here. So all the other items are fully aggressive. Even the boots, to show you how confident he is in his micro, in his positioning to dish out the damage, especially with the assistance of Inspire. And now with the wave coming in, they might miss the opportunity with wave management, but here we go. The ultimate comes in from the Karina, and now Lord making a charge onto the high ground tower. As top high ground tower going down. This is the entire side of Team TIMEGAP looking to charge into the base, but JC with a beautiful flank will find the kill into R and shut down this unstoppable beast. And ladies and gentlemen, GOSU once again make a stand in front of the Lord fight.
Yeah, unfortunately, I feel like that was a problem with lane management. Instead of getting the other lanes and making sure that you had all of your lanes sinking in at the same time, we only had the Lord pushing down, which meant that you only had one avenue for all of your members to try to funnel in, and that is the best spot for a defense. If you have all of your opponents just funneling in through one lane, it's going to be the easiest defense for you, or it at least gives GOSU the biggest advantage.
Absolutely here. Absolutely here. I mean, like I said, they missed a golden opportunity. They had the Numenon's Lord. If they're able to play a little bit more discipline like GOSU did in Game 1 and really take advantage of it and have this wave being paralleled, being managed properly, I think this might be a Game 3, a ticket to Game 3 at least. But here we go, because they missed the opportunity, and like you said, with one lane pushing in, it's the best opportunity for our defense, and GOSU pulled it off. We're talking about, the world champion for North America in M1 here. Hayabusa finding the flank through the back line. Once again, the damage onto Jay, but this time he may not find escape as he will be taken out, and Blueberry in the front, unstoppable force to make sure that you don't do anything into the back line. The wall has been built from the Blueberry. Really, really strong engages there.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that is really kind of hindering TIMEGAP at the moment is they just don't have a Farja. I mean, Jay, I would be scared if I was Jay right now. Just not being able to find the position right now, as Zero is just able to hone in, lock him down. But we do see that TIMEGAP's going to go ahead and start on this next Lord.
Oh, here we go. Roll manipulation into the Numenon's Blast. Not going to connect this time, and Lord will be actually de-aggroed at this point. General's making a march in the forward, but might be too aggressive, as the Minot Fury will shut this beast down. It's instant devastation for Team GOSU, and TIMEGAP will cement the control in this team fight. With 2-0, now Hayabusa making a fight, making the entrance to the team fight. Able to shut down the double kill, find a kill onto the Minotaur as well as R. What a beautiful engage by Zero, but he will be punished to the heaviest extent from Blueberry with a beautiful counter engage on Lapu.
Yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, GOSU saw that some of the members of TIMEGAP were kind of concerned with that mid lane, and so they came in, saw an opportunity, knew that they didn't have the numbers in their favor, did TIMEGAP, so went in, and a great decision-making there by GOSU to come in there. But now it's even out again as this Lord gets picked up by TIMEGAP again.
Oh my goodness. Private, I think this entire game we have seen so many mistakes after mistake from each side, to be honest, right? Like, but you also seen so many highlights from each side. You know, team fight after team fight, skirmish after skirmish. You've seen the Zero flanked in the back line, finding the 2 kills, delaying the Lord, and then he got immediately shut down. And that's the reason why Assassin's really not the focus of the meta right now, just because the room of error is so tiny. You know, if you make 1 or 2 mistakes, even if it's not a big one, you'll be punished for 50 seconds in the box, in a black and white screen. You can't come out of it. You know, while your team just watch the other side, walk around, roll around the map, take every single objective they can. And here we go, though. TIMEGAP learned from the previous mistake, really managed to wave beautiful, beautiful wave management. It's a symphony in my eyes. Now coming in as a Lord, make his entrance into the base, his entire TIMEGAP, trying to claim the ace. Farsa with airstrike comes in, doing some damage, and JC will have to pop the flick to get himself away. The Numison's blast is not going to connect this time. As General taking very low. JC has been taken down to 1-0 to trade, 2 trades so far to the favor of Team TIMEGAP. They're running over the base of Team GOSU. And ladies and gentlemen, the unstoppable minion wave is right here in the base on the crystal as we're going to a Game 3.